we go from here? Where we go from here? Where we go from here?
Hi, my name is Francesca Cicada, and the move that I'll be defining in terms of motor learning is the standing back handspring. A standing back handspring is an acrobatic, explosive tumbling move in which a person executes a complete revolution or circle of the body by lunging head first from an upright position into an inverted vertical position, and then pushes off from the floor with the hands so as to lead back to an upright position. A standing back handspring can be simply defined as a tumbling move where a gymnast takes off from the feet, jumps backward onto the hands on 2 feet. An open skill could be defined as a skill where the environment is constantly changing and the environment is unpredictable. In a back handspring, the environment can change. A back handspring can be done on a trampoline, on an air floor, on a mat, or even on carpet as demonstrated here. A closed skill can be defined as a skill that is performed in a stable environmental setting, and the environment is predictable. During practice, a back handspring is normally done at a gym setting, and the environment is predictable. The back handspring skill can be done on an open or in a closed skill. When performing a back handspring, the environment does not affect the skill. This skill is most closely identified by Nikolai Bersentin. Nikolai discovered the degrees of freedom that emphasize that a movement can be seen when a skill develops and accords with the release of an exploitation of the degrees of freedom. In a back handspring, from the start point to the end point, a power movement must be done through an explosive movement of the legs and arms. In the back handspring, the athlete squats down while at the same time the arms swing downward. Afterwards, your arms swing up aggressively by your ears, while at the same time the athlete explodes the legs. As your body reaches the bridge position, your legs will aggressively snap down. While doing this skill, make sure your chest is kept upright. A constant error or a variable error can be defined as either the athlete attempts to do the move but only does the skill once and only learns the skill quickly, or the skill is attempted but not perfected, but it is done consistently. In a back handspring, it is better to do the skill consistently, even if it is not perfected. Practice makes perfect. Eventually, it will reach perfection. A spatial anticipation is the ability to predict what will happen in the environments within a performance situation, which allows the individual to organize movements in advance and to initiate the appropriate response more rapidly. When doing a back handspring, the athlete should have the ability to predict what will happen in the environment. When performing a back handspring, the athlete undergoes a mental practice. The skills of a back handspring are mentally rehearsed beforehand by using imagery techniques. A short or long-term memory is a type of memory that is responsible for the storage of information of a skill for a short or extended period of time. It is best for one to have a long-term memory of how to do the skill of a back handspring rather than a short-term memory. According to the attention and performance, in an external focus of attention, the attention is directed outside the body to an environmental goal. When performing a back handspring, one must be focused and attentive of one's surroundings. In a back handspring, sensory plays a major role when performing a skill. In a back handspring, the feet pushes off the ground while you explosively push off through your legs, while at the same time your arms swing up to your ears. The athlete aims to reach backwards and upwards towards the ground. Your body will eventually reach a bridge position. Make sure your hips are forward, your back is arched, and your arm and legs are locked out straightly. Once you reach the bridge position, your arm will sense the ground and reach a handstand position. Afterwards, both hands will push and flick off the ground, and your legs will snap down aggressively. At the end, you will reach the standard standing position. Make sure you rebound and your arms are kept by your ears. Motor equivalence states that there are multiple ways for a person to perform a certain movement in achieving the same goal. Motor equivalence plays a major role in the acrobatic sport. In doing a back handspring, every individual has their own way of doing a back handspring. Speed and accuracy is a trade-off between how fast a task can be performed and how many mistakes are made in performing a task. The performer can either perform the task very quickly with large number of errors, or very slowly and precisely with very few errors. When performing a back handspring, it is better to perform the skill very slowly and precisely with few errors. It emphasizes accuracy over speed. Coordination is the organization of different elements of an activity to enable them to work together, the ability to use different parts of the body together smoothly and efficiently. Eye-head hand coordination is the coordination control of eye movement with hand movement and the processing of visual input to guide the reaching along with the use of proprioception of the hand to guide the eyes. In a back handspring, one must keep the head neutral, and when doing the skill, one must look forward. Pinpointing a spot forward helps. When reaching back, your hands will reach the ground and the body is in a handstand position. After reaching the handstand position, both legs snap down. Your hands push off the ground and your feet will reach the floor again, and the standard position of standing is achieved. In the back handspring, your eyes, head, and hands work together in completing the task. According to the law of practice, in performing and learning, when an athlete performs a back handspring, the more numbers you practice the skill, the more you will know and be aware of how to do the skill in the correct form. And practice makes perfect.
Where we go from here? Where we go?